Yes, I just didn't want to come in tonight and like I'm in my sweatpants. We just went out to dinner, so we were literally like, I just need to slap this thing on here quick. DOT who? Never heard of him. Look, here's Josh, by the way. Y'all have been asking about him. He's alive. Oh, I just could not see that going good. Pick. Alright guys, this video is going to be all over the place. So if you like useless modifications and towing heavy shit with trucks that shouldn't be towing those things, this is the video for you. So, we're gonna go over our game plan. We got all the stuff on order. It should be here by the end of the day. So tomorrow I'm gonna come in and we are gonna finish wiring up Bertha. We're gonna try to attempt to fix the trailer brakes and then run the extension cord. I got all that stuff on order, so it's gonna be awesome. Have all my tools on the tailgate, and we did put the Cummins badge on the outside. Now, I'm gonna show you what we got outside. So this thing we've been storing for the guy for a while. That's going back with everything that is on top of the trailer. So that's kind of what the game plan here is to get this thing at least running so we can drive it up on the trailer. This thing we're still waiting on parts for, and I gotta make a separate video on that because that's just a freaking nightmare. I did put this a little high and out of the way because fender flares, if for some reason we ever do them, it clears. If I put it down here, it doesn't clear, so just keep that in mind. So, wire the batteries. We're putting a shut-off switch right here. We did go ahead and get the laptop mount complete. My doggy dog. Check this out. All right, so I can come over here. You guys can see what I did. So I took that and cut 4 corners out of it. And then, look at that. It slides right over. And then at the bottom, just give it a little tap, and then it's sturdy. So that's kind of what we're dealing with. I have her in here because that way it's warmer. Last thing really to do back here, I mean, replace those plugs. Those will be here at the end of the day as well. And then we'll have those little power cables on there. If you didn't watch the last video, this is gonna be run into the cab somewhere. I'm gonna, before I loom it, or actually, sorry, after I cut it, I'm gonna loom it. So eventually, we're gonna cut this extension cord down so that way it's not like I have a ton of extra just lying around. But that allows me to run the generator. And I told you guys, when I was homeless back in like early 2020, I used to just take my heat gun and set it on the center and leave it on 2. But now I've gotten a little smarter. Just get a little space heater and set that on the dash somewhere. We'll be able to charge our laptop, all that shit. Also this thing, can't wait to try this out. All right, it's the next day. I did accidentally order the wrong wire from there. I ordered 15 feet and I thought it was 15 per, and it was only 7.5 feet per. And it was only 4 gauge. I didn't realize how small 4 gauge was. I completely forgot. I think it was about this size here. So what I did was I'm returning it today and I am ordering 40 feet, 20 and 20. I already ordered it, it'll be here Sunday. 40 feet of 0 gauge to run the whole way back up here. And then we got this guy, and it comes with the lugs. So I ordered these to replace some of those. We got one of these. I thought I ordered 2, but apparently I didn't. I only ordered 1. I have to go back and check the order because I am pretty sure that I ordered 2 of them fuckers. So I'm getting this thing pulled out. We're gonna get this rewired back up and correctly with these lugs. I also went and got heat shrink. So this will be nice to cover these lugs as well. And then boom, everything interior wise will be done. We got that plug there. So I got 3 of these. I might split it off and do 2 of these in the cab, but we'll see. Cause one extension cord, I mean, it's no different than running, like one wire comes out here and it splits off into 4. So it's no different than doing that. We're gonna run one out. I'll probably run a space heater and then maybe the other one for like the laptop or something, but I gotta figure out where I want to put those. It's kind of cold, so we got the dog back here just chilling on her blanket in the warmth. It's fucking snowing. Look at that. 38 and windy as shit. I hate it. I hate this weather. I hate Pennsylvania. I do have some mittens, but I'm just gonna show you guys the end result here. All right guys, here's what we got. Look at them lugs. Everything's all nice, heat shrunk, all that shit. And if we wanted to in the future, I mean, I'm gonna keep them separate personally, but if I wanted to in the future, I could come down here and just like, you know, cable these together. Realistically doesn't matter. Also, I did get the question, why wouldn't I put this on the passenger side? And honestly, you could do it, but when you're going into 4 low, the cup holders sit right about here. And even though it's not my taste, I mean, you could do it. You just have to find a way to cut the bottom of the cup holders out. You can see there, you'd never get it into 4 low. You could, but that's up to you guys. I am also replacing this knob today. We kind of got a different knob because this one's a little thick. I got one that's like skinny the whole way up. So that gives me about another inch of leg room, but honestly, it's not that bad. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna get this thrown together and then we're gonna start working on wiring in these, which I did only order one apparently. So this one here is on all the time. I'm just gonna wire this one into the bottom because these have an on-off switch, whereas these do not. So this one will be on anytime the key is on, and then this one I can just turn on and off. A working inverter. Cool. I did have to do a little bit of trimming back in there to kind of like clear a spot for it, but it works now. So the next thing, also she's been bad. So she's in the truck now. Oh, there's my cord. I was looking for that. I got to charge my Bluetooth. But yeah, next thing, let's get this power outlet swapped out. Not that I use it, but I hate those things. So these things are just super, super easy. You just pop this thing out with a screwdriver, you find positive and negative, and then you will have to make the hole slightly bigger. And this one's gonna be tricky because of the way that it's set up. But they do have a nice notch on both sides, so it's easier to keep straight. So I didn't realize this, but in here is live all the time. So we got her in. And I just kind of popped it in, didn't really worry about how it went in. I just pushed it and it's solid. So we're done there. I'm gonna probably straighten it up a little bit because that's gonna bug me that it's slightly off center. And then that just means we have to do that one over there, which don't think I'm gonna do that one today because I gotta trim this seatbelt bracket, or this middle console bracket kind of gets in the way of that. So I'm gonna probably trim this piece of plastic here once this bed's out. All right, so I kind of just sat down, did my thing. So we got the loom out. I went through and I loomed the plug. I ran it back behind. I'm gonna throw a cable tie around there somewhere, probably right through that hole there. And then that runs all the way through to the other side and then back. This was a bitch to do. Into the cab. You guys can see it comes out right here. Runs down through underneath next to the airline, goes all the way up under here. I haven't quite organized it yet 100%. Runs back behind and then out here. So what I'm thinking about doing to keep these plugs out of the way, I'm thinking about putting them in these. Should work, and then it's out of the way. It's safe, it's protected, I don't have to worry about it. And they're only live when the generator's live. Is what it is. I just need to take that, wire it over to here, and then also butt it off against the other side. We'll see. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna make a square hole. I know I can take the drill, make a hole there, but then I gotta square it out, so probably grab the Dremel or something, but we'll see. That should sit like right smack in the middle. All right, we are officially done in the cab. Everything looks factory. We have the plug back in there. It does hit back behind, so I might switch it to this one, but I wanted it to be as far away as possible, and I'm gonna run the stuff in there. If it becomes a problem, I have extra one of these, I can just replace it. This is just kind of a trial run. Realistically, I wanted it down here at first, but I really ain't feeling like pulling this whole friggin' thing out. All right, I know it was a ton of work. I always love it when the projects are done. I genuinely do not enjoy the process, but I'm glad it's done. So now we're gonna pull Bertha out and then go hook up to the trailer, move it over. I don't have the time to fix the brakes, unfortunately. I thought I would, but this weather has been ass. So we're pretty much just gonna get the other truck loaded. Yeah, at that point, I mean, probably head home, and then tomorrow morning, me and Josh are headed up to the Poconos to go drop this stuff off, and then we're going to buy the other truck. And I'll go over that with you guys after we go pick it up. All right, so unfortunately, I went out to try to jump the truck. It was requiring so much amperage to turn that motor over that my jumper cables, both batteries were smoking, one on my side, one on theirs. It was like, and it was awful. So we're not even gonna try it. I'm gonna get my wife in here later with her Dakota. I'm gonna back this up to the hill and I'll have her pintle it down and then just back it onto the trailer. I just wanna keep all of this stuff as dry as possible. All right, so we used my wife's Dakota to get that up onto the trailer. So I'm gonna back it into the shop and then we'll come back and grab it tomorrow. I just don't want any of this stuff getting wet for tomorrow. We are in 4 low. I got my new shift knob coming. It's already at the house, so I'm just gonna put that on when I get here in the morning. Yeah, so I just didn't wanna come in tonight and like I'm in my sweatpants. We just went out to dinner, so we were literally like, I just need to slap this thing on here quick. I'm gonna chain it tomorrow, so one from the middle out. Remember, we only have 2 lug nuts on here because we were planning on pintle towing it again. We're gonna get the mirrors in and we'll do another chain towards there. I just, like I said, chain and binders on the sweatpants. I just bought 4 new pairs of sweatpants. They were expensive, not trying to ruin them. But that's it. So you guys will see Josh tomorrow. Everything else is strapped down. Everything's good to go. Gonna check that and a couple other little odds and ends before we go. But we're good. So I'm gonna get these mirrors pulled out as well. I know how you guys love these GM mirrors. Everybody and their brother freaking loves them. I think every Dodge should just come with them because the flip out mirrors are absolute trash. But unfortunately, the Chevy motors and the drivetrains and shit are just not for me, and I don't like their trucks, but I do love their mirrors. Not a fan of V8 diesels, but... All right, it is Saturday now. We got everything chained down, finally, and I'm getting ready to head out, so we're gonna go pick up Josh and head up to the Poconos. We got 2 drops, 1 pick. So we're dropping the front stuff first, then we're dropping this second. It's gonna be a wild ride from place A to place B because this thing is so far back. All this stuff will come off first. We got everything strapped down. I did put the boards underneath there so that this thing had some stability. Strap over the top, strap over the bottom, 2 straps over the bottom actually, over this. So everything should be good. It's only a 2-hour ride to the first place, plus Josh's stop. All right, we're looking good. Just check the chains. Yeah, that you don't want to go super tight on because you're on the fender. Everything looks good. We're moving. None of the bikes are gonna fall over. Truck's good, chain's good. Cops are out today, so we are not fucking around. DOT who? Never heard of him. Look, here's Josh, by the way. Y'all have been asking about him. He's alive.
Yeah, we're doing good.
I forgot my cooler, so I don't have any water. But Bertha's just chugging along. We've already gotten half hour of this trip out of the way. We got about an hour and a half to go.
Come here, Doge.
Also got the new shift knob, which now that I got a thin one, I'm gonna cut this and bend it this way a lot to give me about 2 or 3 more inches of clearance. All right, we're getting her unloaded now. 1 more strap to go. All right, drop off number 2. Oh, I just could not see that going good. There we go. You're back on. Probably not gonna need it. Let's hop in there. Brake. Oh. It's nice knowing people with rollbacks. Oh, hell yeah. We're doing wheelies. All right, well, we're doing. I had to get her into 4 low to park it here.
Come here, dog.
But that one's off. Now we go pick up the new truck. You guys, I guess you guys are gonna see this here in a minute. Now guys, we are illegally parked here, but there she is. Picking her up. She's mine. You guys told me to buy it, and I don't think you guys are gonna be happy because that truck is not gonna exist before too long. So yeah, no parking and shit, but yeah, he's got it. This is gonna be interesting, getting this on the trailer, but I gave him a perfect opportunity to back up. Be the filmer.
Got some art going on here. Safety. All right.
Got about 2 feet. Alright, take a break. No more. Stop! Right there.
Stop!
All right, so we got it. Is that mirror in over there? And I want to show you why I'm buying this truck, guys. This is a $5,000 truck. We got a blown up G56, transfer case, still good, full 5-inch exhaust. But yeah, I'll show you guys the goodies. I don't know if I can show you the goodies, I guess. Josh, do you have a thing? We gotta get the snow off. So this is the truck that they had about 70 grand into. That's why I'm buying the truck. Oh, I thought it had an upgraded manifold. Fuck, I fucked myself.
You got scammed.
I thought I had an upgraded manifold. I'm wrong. Well, it has an upgraded Fleece Cheetah turbo. Banks.
Third oil.
Banks. Has a bunch of goodies and upgrades that I want out of it. All right.
Too.
Huh?
Banks finish too.
Yeah, it's got bank stuff. So I basically want the turbo. That's a freaking expensive turbo, and it comes with the truck.
Cold air intake.
So I don't care about the cold air intake. But yeah, so we got a truck. I got a truck. The motor and the wheels and tires are already spoken for. So I got to get those. He said no rush, but we're going to get those pulled. I know how you guys like it when I say I'm shit spoken for, but I can't sell the motor or the wheels because those are literally, once I pull them, he's going to come down, we're going to agree on a price, and he's going to take them. The guy that helped us load it. And then the turbo, I'm taking that for Bertha. So let's get out of here. I'm sick of existing this cold. Alright guys, it's the next day. I literally just drove home last night, tired as shit. Didn't eat all day. So, here she is. I just got a message about the box, so I'm gonna try to get some video and whatnot on it, because there's a bit of damage there, but everything else is all right. So if you guys saw how we loaded it yesterday, the bed went a little bit into the control arm. Not a big deal, really doesn't matter. I just appreciate the dude for helping us get it loaded, and this truck is obviously too big for what he was using, so it's like the fact that he was able to get it done, I appreciate him. He's gonna be the guy taking the motor and the wheels, so I'm gonna get those things pulled, and then we'll come up with a price on that. The 5-inch exhaust is unfortunately destroyed back here, cabin chassis stuff, so we're gonna get a bunch of stuff I'm gonna save. We're probably gonna pull the rear axle at some point. I'm not sure what he did with the drive shaft. It looks like that exhaust is up against the frame. So we'll see what's salvageable. It's nice having 5-inch sections saved. We got the leaf springs. We got it's just a bunch of good parts on this thing. As you guys know, I really just wanted to do the VGT swap, and this truck came up $5 grand. And I just hopped on it. It is a 2-wheel drive truck. It does have a transfer case. This transfer case was put on to replace the gear vendor's overdrive because it just bolted right up, and it was actually cheaper than him buying a new drive shaft and this and that. So it does have a transfer case. The G56 is unfortunately shot. I'm gonna go through and check and see how shot it actually is. But this is the interior. It is a crank window truck. Oh, okay, well, that might be, he did say that that was broken off, so I mean, that might be why it doesn't move. So maybe we get lucky and we can at least move it. We got a ton of gauges, which actually, this might actually help me out because I don't need the trans temp. We have the pyrometer, I don't need that. I have a fuel pressure. The only gauge on here that would make sense for me is this, so I'll probably just end up selling this whole thing as a setup. It's got a decent Alpine radio in it. I gotta see what else we got. We do have the sliding rear window. Yeah, full seat back here. So I don't know. We'll pull everything, get it taken care of, get everything out, see what we can sell, see what's salvageable, paperwork and stuff. He did leave me the key. And other than that, I mean, I can definitely make my money back out of it. Between the 6.7, the rear axle, some of the doors, they're not perfect. Oh, that sucks. Just dropped my phone in the rocks, but I think I just shattered it more, to be honest. The doors are okay, not perfect. Yeah, that one's fucked. Yeah, I just dropped my phone in the stones and cracked the screen even more than it already was. I'll let you guys make the decision on those. We have a full cooler system for the G56. I did just pop the hood, I think, or I thought I did. All right, so here is everything else. We got the AFE intake. That's why I realistically bought this truck, is right there for the turbo and manifold. I am gonna replace the manifold. I'm gonna get a newer manifold. I don't know if we're gonna use the cold air intake yet. This one does have, well, actually it's for a 6.7, so it's like the sensors, I don't know, we'll see. I'm pretty sure it uses the same sensor right there, so we might be able to use it. Not the biggest cold air intake guy, but it does have a Banks intercooler. It has all of this stuff, so I thought about it and I'm like, do I sell the Monster Ram system, or do I take the 6.7 fuel rail and adapt all of the 6.7 stuff over to my truck and then change out that grid heater? We'll see. I'll let you guys make that decision. Do I go straight to the Banks Monster Ram? This engine does have a towing cam in it. You guys remember this thing from a while back, and it is studded. This is the truck that dude had like a $47,000 bill for all the parts and shit that was on it, including a gear vendor's overdrive. Now, we did get rid of that. But yeah, I say we clean up the Monster Ram and like all this stuff. Maybe we 6.7 swap everything on Bertha. I wouldn't normally do that, but like this whole system right here is like $2,300 worth of just stuff I could throw on Bertha. Intake, turbocharger. I need the coolant lines, a couple of other little odds and ends so that we can have the VGT work. The kit's gonna cost me about $1,200. New manifold and all of the controllers and stuff, the sensors. He specifically just needs the engine, so he's got everything else that would go around it, so it's like that's just perfect for me. There you go. I mean, we got headlights, we got a bumper. Bumper's kind of a little, it's not perfect. Trying to see what else, you know, parts wise we have in here. The G56 is shot. Like I said, we'll go over that and see what's really wrong with it on the inside, but I'm kind of thinking we, you know what I mean? Like Bertha gets some serious upgrades and a VGT, but like I said, we'll leave that up to you guys. I want to know what do you guys think makes sense? Got a good grill. The tow mirrors, they're just a basic model of tow mirror. Hood's in decent shape. Fenders are in decent shape. We got all that. We got the America zip ties on the side. But there you go. Hopefully this video was good enough for y'all, but could you imagine 6.7 stuff in this? I was never a fan of the 6.7 motors themselves. I really do like my 06, 07, 5.9s, but I really love the 6.7 VGTs, but I hate the transmissions they put in the 6.7. So again, why I bought a 5.9. But if the stuff's here and in front of me, you know, it doesn't make sense not to. It's got good tires on it. They're in pretty decent shape. But yeah, I'm gonna get some pictures of this bed, send them over, and I guess we'll go from there. This thing's gonna be a pain in the ass to pull, I know that. So we'll see. Kind of hope nobody does buy the bed, because to be honest, I really don't feel like pulling this thing. I guess you have plenty of room in here to see it. I think there's 2 mounts up front. Yeah, there's mounts up front, and then pretty sure back here. It's just back here is the pain in the ass part. So if I get this thing parked, I will get a running video for you guys at some point. It's probably gonna be a couple of weeks because I'm busy. But if I get not busy, we'll pull it apart. So hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys.